Hi! Okay, so we're gonna go into Charlotte Tilbury today, and it is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. We're gonna review this. There's gonna be some timestamps down below as always. And before we get into this little review, make sure to like the video and to consider subscribing for 5 beautiful videos a week, Monday through Friday. So, I already did my face, as you can see. I didn't set my face with anything. I did put a little bit of concealer, foundation, cream blush, cream contour, but that is it, nothing else. So that's what my skin looks like. Of course, all products are going to be listed down below if you want to know what I put on my face, and let's get into it. The Airbrush Flawless Finish setting powder is $58 Canadian for 0.28 grams, which is crazy amount of money. And it comes in this little packaging, which for the price, I feel like it's kind of flimsy. I'm gonna say it up front. It's just like a kind of a bit like a cheap packaging. It's very, very light. And I feel like the mirror is not top quality, but that is just me, how I like my things. The packaging is cute. It's just, it feels kind of flimsy to me. If, for example, I compare it to the MAC Water Weight Pressed Powder, this is way heavier. It has 0.50 ounces, sorry, and it is $40. So you get way more for your buck. That is just a comparison for amount of product and price. If we get into the info of this, it says it's an ultra fine setting powder that blurs imperfections and visibly reduces shine, which I'm letting my makeup do its thing and become a little bit shiny before we set it. It is medium coverage, natural finish, also pressed powder, obviously. Normal, dry combination, oily skin, and there's highlighted ingredients as well. So rose wax and almond oil that helps nourish, soften, and moisturize the skin, and also light reflecting pearls. Pearlescent pigment diffuse light as it hits your face to illuminate the complexion. Free of a bunch of things that you can go check on the website or the Sephora website. It is also vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free, which I love. I have it right here. It is in the shade light. It is the lightest shades. Also, that's what I wanted to say. There's like 4 different colors, and I feel like there should be an extra one, like a deeper one, just because it's not going to fit all skin tones. So that's a thing that they should work on, to add a little bit more colors for different skin tones and different, like, you know, undertones as well. So let's jump into this little powder, because girl, this is expensive. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put half of my face with the lights on and half of my face without the lights on, so you can really see what's happening, to see if there's anything going on. So we're gonna start with the light on, and I'm just gonna start with this side with the light. Ew, it creased. Just gonna go straight into it with a brush. Just slightly dab. You can see the pigment that deposited on the brush, and we're gonna go. What I can say is, if you use a brush, you're gonna see a little bit of fallout if you drag your brush. If you just dab on it, you're not gonna see fallout at all. The thing, you might not be able to see it on the camera, but it does, like, look at here. It makes my foundation a little bit darker, even though there's pigment in there, especially around the mouth area. If you look here, it is a little bit darker than this side. It's really hard to see. Maybe when I put the lights off, you're gonna be able to see it more. Yeah, if I put a lot of powder, it definitely changes the color of my foundation, which is weird. I don't like when it does that. And this is the lightest shade. So if you're paler than me, it's gonna look kind of yellow depending on the foundation that you have. Sometimes it does that with, you know, when you apply a powder on top of like foundation or anything. But now you can really see it. It's like it makes the foundation oxidize a little bit. And I would say that right now, I don't think that it adds coverage. I feel like it kind of removes it, because when you see, like, I had acne, it was covered. And now when the shine is gone, it's like it comes back. So, okay, so you see this side versus this side. I'm gonna turn off the light in front of me, and then we'll continue to the other side. We are back, and I don't know if you can see the difference here. It's a little bit darker than here. And you know, like where I put some cream blush and everything, it kind of didn't remove all of the shine. It's still shiny a little bit, which I like. I don't like when it's too matte. I feel like it's like one plain thing, which I don't want that. Let's go in these areas. Maybe I should put like another brush for under my eyes. Okay, so the powder is applied, and you can definitely see that it blurred literally everything. So here it looks like I have way less texture, way less pores. I have dry to extra dry skin depending on the days. I did prep correctly, and applying this powder, it doesn't feel dry on the skin. And after you apply the powder everywhere, it doesn't seem like it's making too much of a difference. Like if I look, there's not much of a difference between my neck and my face because the foundation was a little bit lighter than my skin tone, just a tiny bit. Other than that, it looks good. My under eyes doesn't look dry and cakey. Here it looks really, really good. It feels good, looks good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go finish off my makeup. That might take a while. So I'm gonna go finish my makeup and come back to show you what it looks like on my skin with the rest. The only thing I have to note is that you can't just pat once or twice in the pan. Like you really have to dig in for the pigment. I don't know if it's because I have this batch and it's different for other people, but for mine, I feel like I really have to dig, and I used it a couple times and there's already a dent in it. So I feel like, I don't know if it's gonna last a long time, but so far, so good. So anyways, let me go finish off my makeup and then I will be right back to show you the final result. All right, so makeup is done. It's not perfect. And the reason why is because it was a makeup challenge. So if you want to go check it out, it's going to be listed down below. It's like with face altering filters. It's really crazy. It's funny. But anyways, so this is what my makeup looks like with the setting powder. It kind of looks really, really good at the moment. If I look up close, the only thing that I would say is that it already kind of cracked on the side over here on my face, but other than that, it looks really blurred and everything. So doing my makeup, it took around, I would say, 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Let's say 40 minutes. I was doing my makeup, just, you know, doing the other video. And I can tell you guys that kind of like, it's not as matte anymore. It's beginning to get a little bit oily. So anyways, that's what it is. I'm gonna go, you know, edit some things, do some things, and then I'll keep you updated in a few hours to see what it looks like and if it does hold the makeup even more. And I didn't put any setting spray, nothing, just the powder itself. Just want to be clear with that. I did add a little bit more powders. Like I said earlier, it's all gonna be listed down below, so you don't have to worry about anything. You can go check it out. But all of these areas here, on the forehead here, there's only the airbrush, flawless airbrush, whatever the name is. It's airbrush flawless finish setting powder. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. 4 or 5 hours later, I just wanted to be comfortable, to be honest. It is a little bit more oily, I would say, on the forehead, on here, the T-zone, and then even a little bit on my chin. But other than that, it's pretty good even after 4 or 5 hours. I'm gonna keep it for another hour or two and then remove it. I'm gonna include a clip of me with that. But so far, I really like this powder. So let me just turn off the light in front of me just to show you what it looks like, just really quickly. All right, so that's what it looks like. It's pretty nice. Again, close, you know, like the texture is not really that enhanced or anything. It still looks a little bit, I would say, like it's not matte anymore. It's more like kind of like a dewy. It's like you put a dewy foundation on. So it starts off as more matte and becomes dewy throughout the day, just like healthy skin. It doesn't look like it's oily or anything. Other than that, under the eyes, it started to crease a little bit, just a little bit. Other than that, there's nothing much that I can say. It creased on the sides here, but that is normal. Foundation just does that. So you can't really avoid it. But it doesn't really look dry, except for maybe right under here, under the lips. Like it's been like that since the beginning. It's kind of like a powdery type of really dry right under. I have a lot of like texture. So anything just looks powdery and like cakey a little bit. All right, so what do I think about this little powder? So the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Setting Powder. I feel like it's a very, very nice powder. Just be careful when you apply it. It might turn your foundation and concealer a little bit darker, which it did on me, which is, you know, mostly normal with different powders. It doesn't do it as much as a translucent powder just because this one has a color in it. It says that it has medium coverage. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's pretty light. It's not medium. I'm sorry, but no. When I instantly put it on my foundation, you could see a little bit more. In real life, on camera, it's really hard just because of the lights of how bright they are. But you could definitely see my pimples more after I applied the powder. So yeah, that is what it is for this powder. It's very expensive though, like really, really expensive. It works. It looks good. It makes your foundation look amazing. Literally, like I've had it on for 5 hours and it still looks like this. So pretty damn good, and it's pretty hot in here right now. That's what it is. I recommend it if you want to spend the money, but if not, you're definitely not paying for the packaging. That's one thing. You're paying for the formulation. The packaging is pretty bad. Like, it's cute, but it's pretty flimsy, cheap, light, and the bottom, it's already scratching. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's already... Anyways, like, the sticker, I just bought it and it's already scratched and everything. So that's just the little things that are disappointing when you pay almost $60 Canadian for a product. I just have to point them out. The fact that it darkens the foundation, concealer, and stuff like this. But other than that, when it applies, other than that, the packaging and the darkening a little bit on the face, which, you know, you don't really see it anymore. The formulation is flawless. So that is my review on this Charlotte Tilbury setting powder or brush finish. So anyways, if you liked it, make sure to like the video and to comment down below if you tried this powder before, if you like it, if you don't buy Charlotte Tilbury, I would love to know. Also consider subscribing for 5 beautiful videos a week, Monday through Friday, all on beauty related. And I just want to say always thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, staying subscribed, watching my content. You know, it really, really means the world to me when you share, engage, everything. It really helps me a lot. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. So again, I love you guys so much, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.